Ghana for You TV.
Ghana for You TV.
Abusia honorable Ken Bashaibu edon komo elto abanten no wachira se. Sade kan obonten se honorable Ken ede animu ede a chaupa. Akokoma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no. Ente sa enya de honorable Ken waje atum squad a chaupa bia ekokoma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enam chama Wontumi ensensem no ehun. Ene wodi nkoma chere se honorable Ken wakanta medinsi e. Sade ebesi bia de bebe bia no enya de no obeginem akabi ere amachama Wontumi sanso na mpanyifo bidin etodwa e kire se yokofo ene omu edi nkoma enche yabehu se ye free onipa asomasi samne dos no ma kire nsemu ankase bia ka ho yangotie nkoma akoso ni bia ba yebedi nkoma ma remfise Ghana for You TV ana na ni me share me share subscribe like comment na share na video no kwatwe yentie nkoma akoso ni bi emra
Say penny bia wo hye gold for oil na chi no ne braso se nyankopon to no nsafre no na oba be yi nsem bia no e wo court allegation a e won frama mu se honorable Ken afa phone afre President John Dramani Mahama or partner chair de dan form so wo sere no wo fa chama Wontumi bone enche no na honorable Ken or that power no se ono betimi a plead on chama Wontumi have na chama Wontumi bone be na waye ana chama Wontumi da wo dem no aye mining issues na money demo and say one President John Dramani Mahama our case being the money demo.
Both are single in the doors.
Both are single in the doors.
Yeah, yes. Mama Shasi in free say Ubi says honorable Kennedy Japan was our power no. Yeah. That power no there. You see, honorable Kennedy Japan may not have the power, but he has something. Okay. The skills, the ability, the connection. Okay. I'll bet you the ISR. So there's difference between power and connection. Okay. When it comes to the connection, I know they agree with you. So honorable be what's our connection. No? Yeah. But power there, buying some. Okay. And honorable so you're buying. Okay. And even you're buying a crown. Power, judging some power or court in some. Buying on your court now, buying in your judge. But say yes, rumor and answer allegation in the moor. I'm not sure say honorable will do that. Even if honorable will do that, maybe a better time to crack. And yes, see because looking at Nema honorable Kennedy Japan for me, he's also a human being. Yeah. I'm not sure say be as a CIA or towards a CIA, no. About sorry, the Americans or catch there. Yes, honorable is somebody sometimes you cannot predict him there. Okay. But on this, no, the menyin ni say edimanimu ya ebi ade na kwa chire kakra. Na enipa nyina de wa no tumu bi because you see as honorable Kennedy Japan cause okopa President Mahama Chewa okopa ni che on basis of what? Okay. Do you get it? Because answer na no madam for be assembly to me say men ko ne bra ho na men ko kan ka say me na ganza no sabi nipa no bu me ti say me ko kan asem no a e say me hu say asem am be kan kire no no ono ati obe hu say akohe na wo suma am say me ko kan asem bia na me suma ko kan sa say me lose respect kra oni bo na me bu pa na wa asem wo head oni me be kan odwene ho ansa na obeka enti before honorable Kennedy Japan be call John Dramani Mahama ho Ghana man panyina ni ma na say ne ho kan ni ho ne ho kafo ho say or on the basis of what? Okay. You must have something out there because it's here no. Unless Canada, Japan, our evidence be to go and prove say Chama Wontumi now akwadam no e ya 10 year Chama Wontumi didi na tem no nti e na am ye de na kotum and I say nsem bi o kan fa on na yire ho nsem bi o kan fa the vice president yi ho e na ma ye de na kwakotum dia then you can go and then plead on his behalf. But for now no bibia say ni ho. It is a woko plead you are going for presidential pardon. Okay. And presidential pardon, no, you cannot say nay do be a president sorry is here or say mako. We say presidential pardon, yeah, but mostly on Republic Day. Yeah. Because that is the day Bruni Fita Jai Hodema, the last governor Lord Listo will Jai Hodema say the Omodo minor Shayensa. Ya muya mantis abrenu dra. You consider and say no na ye fa who dear da. Tia mostly now as a presidential pardon beba. It do happen on those days. It is a Ziano or Cocanchi Mampen, so on Toronto say presidential pardon beba on 6 July. They say July we come cry. The next year, 6 July, bebano. It's a presidential pardon bar. Ungranted Chama Wontumi na ompie. And I say, I didn't we are still at home to me. On doing so by the powers vested in me, no, my granted Chama Wontumi to me. And you see, as I'm not Canada. Me and then I may can baby say Chopano. Yeah. Paragraph say chama Wontumi patch so no one na patch o man no me say this thing should have been done earlier na say day no a ya to abawie ya power switch ye na sabre na nanka chama Wontumi na say nka oyeden Wontumi patch o and no so kra say wo patch o no kra na it should come from your heart. You see Honorable Kennedy Japan some worst things at the church John Dramani Mahama, but he sat down, he realized along the line, one Kenya power and Sochi and San Abia Oka say, Asabana Kokache because a bus had and more day, yes, sir. But on one Mudiamuno, who say, no, the relationship between me and the man, no. Your politics and I say near Yaman, your assembly do baby, Mamma Cocan, Sabia, no new Casabeka. I realized and then I apologize for that. I don't know how the almost says, oh yes, sir, we need dear wo muno. And many people say, yes, any power, a principal person. But I say, okay, yeah, because this is a two power, we soon or charge as over patch. I don't grant a yakaka, no crano, and go be able to say no, they say there's one who said do the ending, and our Baba patcho. So, dear Chama, to be here in a movie and wow, no. Chow in whom bands and a chow baba. So now, let's ask Paragraph say, Cecilia Chama to be now, who is here. When no home. Not when no one say na kwa to when you head obenu no but when no who all transits be up or make here when say when you know na so be ko patch on your behalf chow pa no kra nje da nimu na say ya de sa chow pa no kra e de grant ma opie ba abontina wow feel better but so no hu say asema me kan e pa de unu obi timi nya ntokwa unu obi nya kasakasa wa akotena na odwene won say no da bi asemu ye am ni pe ye de if you so wan ko patch wa the wo mu ni timi pacha o ma sa na wi ase chow positive enye always say obebie wa no say be pacha but the way obesi conduct ho no e ma nipa na hunu say no akọ wanu no ho e wa de oye pacha ma huntimi never show anything like that say bia manu me ho ti say abase yes ye nko pacha wa minim chow pa ye nyina nke be ka ho bi ye kopa chow ba minim chow pa na say ye kọ ne akọ the only thing e bia be ka akọ kan say eno ande na me ka chow say o kọ anu aka che mampanyi so mampanyi me srawo we dey me say onam gwa to awa eyeye we need the last person aka wo memu a tibi ma this ready e ba be siw so ti say mampanyi wo bibi no so ono so be gi a obebisa the reason why I do what this ready e no be opin chapter na dey amwa aka wa biem akoka so mampanyi e mu say court a ye dey makoi ana dey makoi e different matter na separate matter dey na emo me ba chow power me ankasa me no wo ntam e me no ntam na me ba be pa chow no it is all pa chow no na mampanyi gitum say niema akeka kire ni nyina yawa odi ye ne niema ofa mu nyina so ono agya tum so de ubone ya cho no nya court de nzi ebe yiwo anu a different matter then later mampanyini ba dwene ho aka so say nipa we kra no enam say de bone ya che ni nti wa be kam ho ye madamfo o wa amane mu a me so be hwa hu say na mane no be free until that thing is done there they should forget about Chowpa radio so Chowpa ne as a yenko can we paragraph as some can sabi so a lawyer
is it doesn't make believe in appeal now omo be kona na so omo di nkunu so oni so be di nkunu ma pardon there dey o be kwa say they have to go for presidential pardon the omo start can no
appeal ne there you see you can appeal for the subject matter on the table but you cannot appeal for what you said and obia sunim say chama Wontumi nsem bia wakeka no it may have influence obia nka say ye no na
but comfort time no ye de Victor Solomon kotu
na no fi say ne papa mu ne do kotu
ye de ye ka say chachusika tam kotu
nya ne papa ma
sa tam no mo keka ahwemfa akofo ye mra de
no omo de no omo keka bibia amfa ho but Kufuor coming back to power no na Rollins ne na appointees no na o yaudie bi ono mu grudge bi beef bi dada because no be even nane na nyina say Rollins look for no mo nka ansa na odi wu it na there was that beef na there was silent beef and it no eba ne sa we are going to punish you. You see the thing they say na Rollins na former president Rollins at the time no na opportunity ni was o mo de be tum nyesa nka Kufuor de ne tum me na mka kire wo it is how you dey o ka say eniu we ye den enye ye we ye den na o it ya basa our points no those are no mo ye powerful mo ye close to you no so say your person ye bu a say see am person shaibu person me break you down e ye niam atwa wo hia me break it down because no na ukuram it poma na ekura no me je upoma na me to twene say a ona wa hin biem it ya no na Kufuor administration so hu say okay if that is the case there let me even though emra na de o mkoto mu de but emra na nko no ka so be emra na nko keka e bia be mistake there are other factors I no contribute to it so Wontumi na nkasa ni nim die mu no ana na nkrofo atwa no hwehye mu die mu no susu say other factors So say wonye boni bia you may not think about other factors no. Say say na chama Wontumi o say onye hwe eye nasam no a waye no na saase na odi akoma me edi akoye galamsey no enko an ye kanka obi anu anko beka for presidential pardon.
Okay.
Never. Because I know you are going to fight.
Yeah.
Onem mran think about so obekọ appeal na ba so okọ appeal ni wie na bia udi fa. That is where I feel the no one say the atokodo.
Yeah.
Ti ese na me ko dwantoa. Say we dey mesrem aye bone mo mfa ncheme. But here is the case chama Wontumi na nim say waye mampanyini bone.
Na Austin mame chama Wontumi short video na on Paul adomo kire edi nko. Me pese yenko tie sa video ba ye ba na mabusa kodwa mankwa say or they are chopper kwa also mampanyini so mana yenko tie sa video number.
Listen, I can never forgive President Mahama. I will never forgive him. I will never forgive him.
But you say you're a Christian, and I mean, if your story is true, I don't know whether it's true.
Listen,
but if it's true, God says you should forgive.
God said,
yeah, He said, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. That's what the Lord's Prayer says.
You know, and you know the God said, yeah, forgive. You know, but David's Moses also said, yeah, when somebody also slap you, also you should also slap you. You know, listen, I can never forgive President Mahama. I will never forgive him. I will never forgive him.
But you say you're a Christian. I mean, if your story is true, I don't.
Per Wontumi video kwa kutie. Ono se ono de that time na Nado na ye president to ye Ashanti regional governor. Now president then because former president was on for the bonding channel da. Nipa na was on for the bonding channel and na also be calling chain. Akọ dwantoa and apacho. Now I expect to see him for bonding channel.
Is he chama Wontumi na o se on farm mampanyini bonding channel.
Yeah.
And some bebre o ha chama Wontumi me se okan a yes akekahunu.
Okay kai.
Oh yeah, yankeka bibi mfa ehunni no bi and then say and I won't say no you're the type always you want to be popular. Okay. You know when I tell you the reason and the genesis of Wontumi shas yes or baby be or beje media near it will shock you say sanema way because I remember the first day Wontumi konya the licenses of friend the person your friend no I was with the person your friend so makonya licenses even dino kro mo shas ya no mo be ye na ade nyina no na igina area baby bi no friend nipa na no ne edi hon komo so the issue is say the man no as always no per trend yes I'm of them for kind of trend ni bi no they be am person me what in the news enti
kika
nsem we bi no na he adapted say oya obeba news no mu am chipu we in ketu bi poyando be hu say Niema say be man make it din because Poyando I'm telling you say senkanya niema we ya go bi ani no if you within the party man kata no kwa ye bold din say onu na ye regional communication director no kwa na nya ye mu bia ye hu ne da na nipa bebre ni mu no so he chose to say me Tony this lie
concept
yeah and aboa no so chama Wontumi also realize say me so me fa this level na me fa say be boa so say ansem bebre okeka ye ni nyina no enye na he meant it
okay
na ye serious matter bia say chama Wontumi mi ni na sama ka didn't meant say e bia sa se wo person oka but o kan dia trend keke say na nke ye serious matter dia then o conscience kura betima kire say you cannot also go in for so also kwa kopacho because at the time a wunya opportunity no you said say Wontumi emfa president born in Canada is it Wontumi can say bi dia ma say o ma o jetum kura o dey make say Wontumi say ma na o keka na bia no wa na ye no kura ne say o say John Mahama crab ba asantememu a just your fraud no answer you imagine
no governor party
no it is not about party stronghold a president ba party be strongholder he's powerful than wo stronghold wo nipa na wo ye no it can never happen say na president and as a former president ba Ashanti region just obehunu chama Wontumi man approve answer no aba because security first the state it provides security at the president of the day and then the former president of the day and it tells you say sansem we num bi ni niema okekan ya ni kire say asem na oka no boa telling somebody so ma me no hwe nanim ba e baifuo no hwe ni tirinwi ni niema yes mampanyini abedi akire anne first vice president ne outfit nkofo be bra ka ho asem ne appearance this time the improvement crowd be money adade eti obia o said no ti hunu so maame no say teacher for me mu teacher for ni mtia na me ngasa teacher for and then modernity aba madam adwuma num first no hia madam anya obi na kire o say madam and hu teacher anya obi na kire o say teacher and on say maame na kire adia che aba be first vice chancellor yes
female
it was education mu no wa fa sa aba be du ha so you won't get or no say obi a ebi o ye fashionista di me fa say maame ni wo sebo Zara man e ko competition ya Zara man the old me so no achia any dressing but teacher for the dressing no kwa me it you want say all the yes ah na de wanyini it in Canada we no sit here no Chairman Wontumi would have chose different language how be used to e dey describe maame no so the vice president na hu sie ne ne ma de akakakra ese ne handless etimi e polish ne kakra because they say baby a waduru no office na occupy no baby a waduru no waduru national stage but he decided to use maame no hwe di trimi na hwe ne ho na nsem bi wa ani kwase e kekan ka bi so he chew say Chairman Wontumi na nkasa no na trend na open de gaga nya de bi a na ono a sema na okekan na oboa because say Reggie we na me governor na nya na okekan bi akokan ya konya asem government ya so okọ hode asem na okan wangaza obegbodu akra so wangaza so bi a owa akokoduru a sema na okeka ba say politically there okan semu a I don't know yentime nche ba himfie se na office se na nka mampanyini dada na oye mampanyini na nanka ye Fred Chairman Wontumi se wakoka chenze bi ono be building a kingdom wo Ghana han ko ka pacho never but the do mention no and ma hu se Chairman Wontumi say won se ma ka ni nyina no boa say wusuro eti sa asem no de be nya sure say enkofo gina so bebre say waka we nti no enne ontimi nko chawpa de ono a sesi ye ne say onwene wo di tirim na onya nuhu wo ni mu say ma yemfom so Oma na koma ne kra emeto fom no wo say ma yamfum to obi ani kwa asem ye biem na me nya opportunity adu ase de yi quotation de kan no so nya sa opportunity na onkonko yesa na other politicians you also learn but me nya sure say apart from Wontumi no we have other politicians also engage no nkofo ho a omtekika aka ba wo say obi wo ho na sem no de wo be tia kan Wontumi de just overboard
otibia
ono ne de ne nsem too personal unse ye won nsem a wo betimi attack obi but you will not attack his personality. I know there's a journey the obi atimi kire na journey obi atimi fire nkwase amamu amubuo no say ni obi abetumi aye but when you take somebody's personality now who address no utumi fa ni nipadua no na yes who attack no personality a I don't know there menya sure say nipa dodo na yes ane ma no nti wontumi no opportunity onya aye no waste no platforms ahodo onya media platforms onya aye no waste nti say ne say ni aid say and I said the spokesperson say yeah, for all you know, Krabi cry in the spokesperson on one can I do
no say
send ye sabi nana kasa obedwamua chiame wo kwan otimi fa so no polish asem bi gwa anyesa na pese o kire ba ono adwene hu no hu se nana nka ni yi otimi yusu antis bi no dey polish na na asem no se be ya nana enye ni nguase enti wontumi do se unless a paragraph ebetumi aba abontina baka se wontumi na dey asoma ne se okopa chawma no
okay Austin mame kan se bandi tape no de on Kwame Nkrumah kese ebo nkomo no na meme ready ade o Ghana web enche kwadwa man kwa fozi na ye nto nkomo no so
sa red lighter ba omi atwaye sa wapene ama oba edini kunatem in support of him. It's a red line spiritual. 2.
Oh yeah, prophet.
Yes, I'm saying it. 2. Say yeah government form. Eboya. Kwame. Next 2027 MPP for presidential candidate. Nam kasa.
I can't hold.
Nam kasa.
2027.
Yes.
MPP for presidential candidate. Because
and yes, will be who that be they will change the presidential candidate.
How much to be presidential candidate?
They will. That's all one more.
So ambassador,
oh, Shabbaumia. Sabi obet me akura name. Obia on to me from what is right to what is wrong. I'm not here and
deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana.
And no person me put to a national chairman kind. But I'm saying that a man who sat down exploit weaknesses of people to his political ambition, right? And I've quoted to you a Canada Japan address for example. You want to malign the individual, you want to get him suspended. Now you are saying that they should pardon everybody that insult, but you just disqualify somebody for insulting you. Amen. Abronye saying did you about me supporting his ambition. Who you are now na support and that's what sorry was see him charismatic and
that is Mustafa Bandi. Now Mama Sanka Wilson was saying those behind MPP Gold for Oil policy will be brought to justice. Rickett Hagan. Now, Okana Siaka was saying, Deputy Majority Leader Kweku Rickett Hagan has disclosed that the person behind the Gold for Oil program under the SY Akufo-Addo administration will soon face the law, describing the program as useless. The Cape Coast South legislature said the deal cost Ghana millions of cedis without any meaningful impact on citizens. Kojawankwa. Chama Wontumi jail near Basso. Or one NDC, Radiatoa, or one way akwa kan same way. Ana Chama Wontumi never could jail. Now we say. Ana Mustafa Bandi Ababeka said, MPP 4 almost a almost presidential candidate 2027. A deputy majority leader. Also about the stating categorically said they are yet the brain behind Gold for Oil program no and check one also say about soon.
Okay, I see. Someone say you open because the oil for gold policy no
Gold for
oil policy.
Yeah.
See on paper no and the yati no say they be say the man behind, the brain behind, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yeah.
Bakroma no. Until say the last time, the Ghana ambassador to South Africa, Isibuating, Ebertina when you made Dean Komoma and the can't be who said there are so many policies and you are 9-year president and as a vice at the buy. As to why at the buy, we don't know.
Okay.
On the issue of automobile industries.
Yeah.
So you people be home credits but those are not much shared and Kasabema Yehun. The Sino Hydro dealer last year can say Ganye and just on a book and the Japan battery which they are not getting any say we. So now no, I don't know what to say. Now should we credit Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say he's the man behind, he's the brain behind Gold for Oil policy, no? I need one bar seminal because
but I mention I joy for a fact check. Was saying fact check claims that Bawumia is behind Gold for Oil deal. No, was say the purchase in a true. Then the Bawumia and cover.
Yes, but the policy Nangas also introduced in 2022 now. Say it was Dr. Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo are buying a policy.
Yeah.
And now introduced in the year 2022.
Yeah.
Spearheaded by the Vice President of the Republic.
Okay.
Alongside the Ministry of Energy,
okay,
Ministry of Finance, and Bank of Ghana.
Okay.
This are Nkrofo on your brain behind.
Okay.
So now no, as to why potting your dinner no, Ebeas and Fofro. But so because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, based on Mustafa Sabno Khan and say NPP may change their candidate now that place in the Bama going to say. Then if that is the case there because then Bema Abato Makoto we know. One because oh yes,
also there was another NDC, is it parliamentary candidate? I'm saying Achibakwa, one ambassador TV, I ain't okay say or make Jelly Bawumia. And to share by be at the Super Bowl.
And I think a news
see the first time
for the first time I be a jelly former vice president. I don't have Wontumi yet. I want to sure you need. His own bit. His own bit. My say one more because they see no finance minister there or no Otido yeah. Call number one accomplice because finance ministry can home. Yeah. Bank of Ghana and so can home and a vice president so can home. but vice president and a spearhead to ono na arrowhead that policy no ansana Bank of Ghana finance ministry and then others na mekeka ya no almost ka ho enti se ne se si a finance minister ni ha to ono na asem de menya sure se betumi de abam so kan wo mo ayabo mu di se bia ye de ombe gina mra ni ma na se enfo mu gina and they say it is between the running mate of the NPP and then the governor of Bank of Ghana and emuba akwafa no